Okay, my name is James Williams Jr. This is Comfort Havoc number 2. I'm about to talk about some disturbing ass shit, so this is not for children. Um, Two things. I posted one live video about a young lady being followed and attacked at her home and how I would beat the guy up because if you see the video, you'll see one of her siblings or whoever come and confront the dude. Well, he should have confronted the dude with a fist instead of a shove. That's just my personal opinion because it's what I would have done. Yeah. Alright, so this judge who went easy on an accused teen rapist is the second thing. I posted something about it, and I'm pretty mad about it because just because someone comes from a good family does not mean they're a good person. So I'm going to read this damn thing to y'all. And you be the judge. It comes from the New York Post, July the 3rd. By the way, happy Independence Day for those who are watching. I'm probably going to post this on Facebook as well. So again, this is not for children, and I may get a little ballistic and emotional and out of control. So yeah, giving y'all all that before it gets too deep. So that's the judge. I got nothing against the judge himself as a person, because I don't know him like that. I do know that his decision might not have been the wisest as a judge as we read on. We just gonna leave out names. All you gonna know is call him Judge JT, not as in Justin Timberlake, just Judge JT, because his name is Joe Trino. He got a damn name I can't pronounce. I'm gonna just spell it out for you so y'all can get it all done in one fell swoop. Because we're gonna call him JT to prefer to him. Anyway, his last name is Troiano. I have no idea how to spell that, nor do I give a shit. He's also a retired judge. Like I said, I personally don't have nothing against the man because I don't know him. I do have something to say about his questionable judgment on this because, as I said 2 minutes ago at the beginning of this, just because a person comes from a good family does not mean they are good people. So here we go. A New Jersey judge who is under fire for going easy on a accused teen rapist, who he noted was from a good family, refused to talk about the case or the defense of his decision on Wednesday. It says here, I cannot talk about this. I know very much about it. That doesn't make sense to me, but okay. That's what's written on the damn phone. I know very much about it. I know all the stories. I can't say anything. A testy judge, JT, told the Post outside of his Monmouth. I have no idea how you actually say that all the way, but Monmouth county home. JT, who arrived at his property with his wife in a black Lexus sedan, also snapped at a photographer for addressing him as Mr. T. I am not Mr. T, I'm Judge T. Okay, well, like I said, I left names out for a reason. The judge who was retired had been recalled to vacancy in a family decision of a superior. Okay, the court, Monmouth, whatever county, was recently blessed to appeal the declining to try a 16-year-old boy accused of rape as an adult. The boy, accused of sexually assaulting a drunken 16-year-old girl at a party, allegedly filmed the incident and then sent a clip to his friend saying, "When your first time of having sex was rape." Okay, let me stop right there. Before I finish this whole article, the part that fucks me up is that he allegedly sent the filming of the sexual assault of the young lady to his friends with the caption of, "When your first time having sex was rape." And now, if I was a judge, first off, I'm subpoenaing all that shit. All of it. This dude's going down. He might not go down as an adult, but he's going down. He will never rape another woman, I can tell you that. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, if that was me, if I had sex at 16 and recorded it and sending it off, you know how many child porn things they would slap me with even though I'm a child myself at 16? That's some straight bullshit. Because I know, and I don't know what color the kid is, and it's not mentioned here so far. But you can pretty much guess that the girl at the party who was drunk could not consent. Which one? Why are 16-year-olds at parties getting drunk? Because that's what they do. Okay? When I was 16, I never went to a party and never got drunk. My friends did, and I'm generally the one that was driving them home. Because I really didn't drink unless I was at home. And I only really drank if my big sister, like, got, like, Bartles and James and shit in here. And then they came up with the commercial that if you're not 21, we don't want your support. So, that was that. And I only like wine coolers. I didn't drink alcohol until Corona came out. You really couldn't get me to drink a beer. Except for Heineken. And then God only knows what happened to Heineken. They just don't taste great to me anymore. But anyway, moving on. In declining the motion to prosecute him as an adult, Judge T noted the young man comes from a good family who put him into an excellent school where he was doing extremely well, according to the appeals court ruling. He added that it wasn't a traditional case of rape, which he said involved two or more generally males holding a person at gunpoint or another weapon in the abandoned house. Sometimes, stop, freeze, hold, rewind. It is not a traditional rape, which involves two or more generally males holding a person at gunpoint or another weapon. Hello? When the fuck was rape ever traditional? What the fuck? I'm sorry. This is why sometimes I wish I couldn't read. But when it says it wasn't a traditional rape case, in which he said involves two, that's gang rape. First off, let's get that right. When it's two dudes holding down one chick, that's gang rape. When it's one dude raping a chick at knife point or gunpoint, that's a regular rape. But ain't nothing about rape fucking traditional. Let's get that out the way right now. That's like the worst crime on earth. Because your survivor never gets over it. They move on, but they don't get over it. But for this asshat to say that it was not a traditional rape, it's really done fucked me up. The appeals court last month overturned Judge T's decision to allow the case to be moved from family court to a grand jury, saying that the judge sounded as if he had conducted a bench trial on the charges rather than neutrally reviewing the state's application. County Prosecutor Office said that it's considered the next steps. Well, when they have an utmost respect for the family court, the judge in the case, we are advocating the decision to agree with our assessment that this case met the legal standards for wavering Superior Court County Prosecutor Christopher, good God, how the hell do you say that? Gramicconi. A lot of Italian people, I guess. As of all the cases, we are assuring our next steps will be to include the decision with the victim's family. Okay, so let me reiterate something real quick. First off, I don't know how it works up in Jersey. All right, let's get that straight. But most cases in most states, in most countries, if you know the accused or the victim and you're a judge, you're supposed to excommunicate yourself from that case because you know them personally, which the title specifically said. The judge went easy on accused rapist because he comes from a good family. Alright, I misread that. Let me reread that again. The judge who went easy on accused teen rapists from a good family. Okay. Anybody else see a problem with this besides me? Because, the simple fact that the judge knows this guy comes from a good family is the real slap in the face. I mean, it literally is the real slap in the face because, like I said, in most states, if the judge knows someone, they're supposed to excommunicate themselves from the case. or exclude themselves, or what is the other word that they use in legal terms? They're not supposed to take the damn case. No. And I know this because they do the same thing with juries. When there was somebody I knew who had got accused of assault and had to go to court for it, and they asked me if I could be totally biased. And they gave me the guy's name, which I'm leaving off. And I told him, I said, hell no, I can't be biased. I grew up with this dude. I know this dude. The dude would never ever do what he's being accused of unless the circumstances was exceptionally extraordinary. And I mean, he'd have to be at gunpoint and he'd have to be defending himself, you know. And in this case, he was literally defending himself because all the facts pointed that he was defending himself. Otherwise, he has never ever raised his hand at a woman. He has never put his hands on a woman. He's barely raised his voice at anybody. So I told the judge that, and I said, look, I'll testify for him if I have to, but I'll be damned if I'm going to throw his ass behind bars. Plus, it's a block party, and people fight in block parties all the time. That's why you have to censor your block party. People who are known to cause trouble just should not show up at the block party. Wow. That groundhog is like shaking the pole. Okay, he got down, he ran. Somebody must have scared him. And the baby's running too. Okay, I'm sorry. Totally off topic there. The point I was making was that, I'm going to have to make a second video. And I'll do that.